the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua. Undefeated, unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. Let's have a clean match, okay? Good luck. God bless you.
Anthony Joshua can't just be good to win this fight. He's going to have to be great. Round one. Again, it might look a little bit different. There are also advantages if you're Usyk to being able to fight an opponent like Joshua after tasting his first round. That is an area that Oleksandr Usyk wants this fight to be. You know, one area Joshua was successful in the middle rounds of the first fight was body shots. That's the best way to...
Just fighting long, throwing right hands to the body and upstairs, but also keeping that up and down movement.
Jab lands from Usyk. He can throw it from angles.
That right hand, that lead jab in front, but also...
Interesting opening round. Joshua, last word with that left hand.
Opening round for these two heavyweights. We see that up jab. Usyk has a very free-flowing lead hand. You only think of him as an elusive fighter, but he's brought a new level to his game tonight.
That lead hand is always working for Usyk, but Joshua of Joshua seems a little bit different in this fight. Much differently.
Absolutely. He's being more aggressive. He's being more heavy on that. There's that up jab again.
He's yet been able to lead the dance with him. They're about Usyk do something that he isn't deciding to do. Of an excellent round for Joshua Usyk.
Solid round. Over the top. There's another one
there. Fighting like a Marcos Maidana, a fighter that was one of Smart Way, and he's doing that so far in this fight.
When I was in camp,
pointed this out as well, Chris Algieri, which is that, you know, tactics as a trainer are a little more diverse than that, as Joshua...
Just like Usyk did in the first fight. But yes, to your point, Corey.
Out on the front foot, changing levels, what he's going to do offensively, and not be so concerned with what Usyk's doing and how he can react to it. I thought as he has. Of Joshua, but Joshua now looking for a big... Usyk starting to flow with his combinations a little bit more here. Usyk is one of those fighters, too, whether it's a Lomachenko or a Terrence Crawford. Left hand comes through the guard.
Here we see that right hook I'd mentioned toward the end of the round there from Anthony Joshua. Great variation to the right.
Joshua as well. One of the party lines from Joshua's new camp and Robert.
Like you said, Chris, he's got that analytical, finding his angles like that.
A little more bounce in the step. Joshua looking for that uppercut to the body. He's had some success throwing that. Good left hand there from Usyk. Now tries to wrap one around the guard.
Joshua's had success in the early part of this fight, but the real estate this fight is taking.
Usyk actually put together a nice series of punches, a straight left hand.
Hard left hand down the middle from Usyk once again. This is high-level heavyweight boxing.
Here we see, as I mentioned, Usyk uses that right hand as a throwaway to mask, throws down the middle, through the guard, and around the corner. He's a master at utilizing that right hand to land his rear left hand. There's that beautiful head movement and an answer again. Slips to the outside, jabs over the top, gets away without taking a receipt. Very, very smart, beautiful movement, which looks a lot like what Usyk was.
Of repetitiveness. Last two rounds started to let it go a little bit. And look, this job we heard all week long, even from members of Joshua.
Caught on the left glove of Oleksandr Usyk, and here he is
how draining, both physically and mentally, it is seeing the constant motion with his hands and his feet.
It's also the fact that you're dealing with almost a different, is probably harder than the physical pressure from the smaller man.
And this first fight, you're starting to see shades of it right now, but there's a body shot. Did that one stray low?
Yeah, that was below the belt line.
Yes, it did.
Like that. Beautiful counter over the
Chance for both fighters here in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, beautiful.
And he said he looked scary in that session. And Usyk starting to build with intensity at the end of this round.
I saw something late in that round that gave me shades of the first fight instead of snapping it. And one of the reasons is because of doing a great job of slipping inside the jab and jabbing, having him run into his shot, making his jab almost like a power shot.
Yeah, there was that punch too. Caught him right left hip.
Oh yeah, those shots on the hip bone there, those hurt a lot, and they linger with you.
The unified heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua.
Really lacking in the first fight, and something I figured he would be working on with Robert Garcia.
Now you can hear the corner of Joshua calling for that. He's only sort of flicking it out there, not throwing with any kind of purpose.
Yeah, he's landed several good shots with that.
Joshua still dangerous didn't have to battle through adversity, and it wasn't like he wasn't hurt at times in that fight.
In that fight, he's a dangerous puncher. He's a very sharp, technical puncher. Beautiful body work here by Joshua. Oh,
good combination from Usyk. A snapping right hook. Usyk comes right back with a combination of his own. A right hand connects, so does a left hand.
Twos down the middle, and then the body work. Very, very smart. Nice adjustment. This in this fight was to throw straight punches down the middle where he had success in the first fight, and then follow up with body shots. Although those shots upstairs didn't land all that cleanly, he's still been able to answer and respond to the body and keeping Usyk from firing back and
obviously on screen, but you watch these replays, he's getting that guard up every time.
If shots are landing cleanly, the fight would probably be over already. He is that good at defending and taking the...
Round 7 begins, and that's what makes Oleksandr a heavyweight. He is a good boxer and defender at any weight. If you were to shrink Usyk down to any other weight class, he's still...
Pound greats have always had great defense.
Number 2, Usyk trying to become the first man to win both the ring cruiserweight title and the ring heavyweight title.
Sports Illustrated's number 3, pound for pound, Corey.
Usyk, I also don't see him breaking anytime soon.
Yeah, if you're a copy box right now, Joshua has landed 16 body shots. He only to what Garcia has seen.
Oh, there's absolutely been a tactical adjustment from the
shoulder. It snaps the head back of Joshua, and another one and of Joshua goes back down again as we come to the end of round 7.
Nice head movement there from Anthony Joshua. Some nice popping work from Usyk. Comes with the left hand over the top. Beautifully executed counter to throw your punch that tight to thread the needle and land on an orthodox fighter.
Basic boxing at its best. Just simple slips. Left, right. He's not doing anything.
So back to the slips of Oleksandr Usyk in boxing. For Usyk, it's a predecessor left hand in particular is coming from.
Well, yeah, it's a setup, and it's also it blinds. There it is again. Beautiful slip, inside, outside.
Oh, good body shot from Joshua.
Fight. George Foreman being the bigger guy, the power puncher, fighting the southpaw. He used sweeping left hands to walk more. Like that would be a great tactic for Joshua.
In the latter half of the 8th round here, Joshua has put together a couple of good sequences with body shots.
In this 2 really good body shots early in the round.
The problem with fighting Usyk is you can never build on anything. Beautiful right uppercut to the body. Oh, and again.
Goes back downstairs and a 3-punch combination.
Usyk as he tied up. Those are some brutal body shots.
Probably the best combination of the fight for Anthony Joshua. Can Joshua continue to find routes to the big right hand? Combination from Usyk, but a slapping right hand there from Joshua as well.
difficult once again for Anthony. Ooh.
Uppercut on the inside from Usyk, but body shots from Joshua. The best action of the fight at the end of round 8.
Especially on both sides, and here we see it from the other side, the right hook and then back to the left and the right. One of the best combinations by Joshua in either of the fights, where he's been able to land more than one punch at a time.
Yeah, if you're Joshua, you have to think the body of Usyk, think of it as a more hittable target.
Yep.
The head has not been there. The head movement for Usyk has been...
Joshua in this fight in round 8. Those hard body shots.
Comes back with body shots of his own. He's able to slide off.
Shot to the body from Usyk in this round.
I was just going to say that. The head movement specifically, a little bit more of a stationary target in this round.
Joshua's having a good round right now.
Well, is Usyk perhaps feeling the effect of these body shots now?
They have shown to slow Usyk.
Joshua again to the body. Now making it rough on the inside. As Joshua now in pursuit. Usyk. He is on the run right now. 40 of Oleksandr Usyk.
Oh, nice left hook over the top. Joshua's picking his... This has been the most dominant round that Joshua has shown in both fights. Oh, good body shot on the inside.
Asserting physical dominance is Anthony Joshua. That was the idea coming into this fight, and it is coming to fruition.
That last round saw the adjustment that we needed to see in order for Anthony Joshua to have a chance to win this fight. He came out, he was physical, he was a bully in there. He let both of his hands go. Beautiful work on the inside. And it all started on the strength of the body work. He started early, he stayed to it, gave himself the opportunity in the distance to let his hands go, and he never let. And as many punches as he threw that round, he didn't seem to blow his gas tank either. He seemed to be still pretty fresh at the end of the round. Let's see what...
And we see Chris Mannix's scorecard. Now Oleksandr Usyk just 1 point ahead.
Yeah, thankfully, that was the first time we've seen Joshua in two... And here comes Abdullah Usyk, right back out, throwing punches.
Look at that frenetic movement, just in and out. He's picking up the speed and the output.
Trying to erase the memory of an excellent round for Anthony Joshua, and some good shots land. Oh, big left hand connects from Usyk. Usyk firing back.
Joshua's a little bit...
From Anthony Joshua now, it's Usyk who's... Joshua still stalking forward. Now, Usyk digs to the body. A left hand downstairs, but Joshua meets him with a right hand.
That shot rocked him.
That one rocked.
Regardless if it was low or not, he was rocked up. You know, and I've said it many times in the build-up to this fight, Anthony Joshua is dangerous at all times.
And that includes when Usyk gets on a roll and is really flowing offensively. One straight right hand, and
Usyk is not your typical, or any typical, one-punch knockout puncher. How he hurts you and how he gets knockouts are an
sign. When you put yourself on the ropes, it's generally because your legs are tired or they're shot.
And you saw that, Chris, in the 12th round of their at the very end.
Yeah, I thought in the first fight it was more exhaustion than the fact that Joshua was hurt at the end.
Another
that he was
right
taking all
hook
that damage.
From Usyk. Punches reigning Cranian champion.
Good
down
body
to
work.
the body and now upstairs. Usyk putting on an offensive show in that final minute.
Round could be a replay at this point. There's a big shot over the top from Oleksandr Usyk. He came out guns a-blazing right from the start of the round. Joshua had a great round the round before. Usyk came out to make him pay for that. And pay for that he did. Oop, there's a big shot back from Anthony Joshua. Great punches from both men. Probably the most sustained action that we've seen thus far in the series. Both men having their moments.
Yeah, Usyk putting together one of my favorite combinations there. The uppercut that pops the head up and the straight. Evander Holyfield, given his history, probably thinks this is a sparring session.
Adjustment he made in that last round, not just to stop Joshua from what he did in the 9th, but come back and return the favor. You hurt me in the 9th, I'm going to hurt you bad.
Usyk is still looking very fluid, very explosive here in the 11th. It doesn't have to be hard, especially if your opponent doesn't see it.
Body work in reply from Josh to occupy him either mentally or physically at every second of this fight.
Notice the legs now of Joshua standing very tall. He's not as low as he was earlier in the fight. Good body shot there.
Good body shot lands from Josh.
Good at that this fight. When Joshua does get him pinned against the ropes, he ties Joshua. Create a little bit of separation in situations like that.
Yeah, when he keeps Usyk in that rattle off combinations and do a lot of damage.
About 10 seconds ago, Usyk slipped from Usyk again. Just batting the lead.
It's a really impressive.
Especially coming off that 9th round. Ooh. Those punches just missing.
This was a fight that could have gotten away from Oleksandr Usyk. He looked like he was starting to weather from the body shots in round 9.
Anthony Joshua.
A deep breath from Usyk as well. But a fantastic round from the champion once again. And a little playful left uppercut.
Here we see both men, Joshua, and a little check hook from Usyk. And here we see Usyk. That shot actually looked like a low blow. Looked like he knocked it down. And Usyk just running those hands. Doing a good job of not loading up.
Scorecard 106, 103. Anthony Joshua needs a difference-making knockdown or a knockout on my scorecard to win this fight.
Trying to find 3 more minutes to hold on to all of his heavyweight titles and to become the
confident either coming into a fight like this that he's got this decision in hand.
And he doesn't look like he's fighting that way either. He looks...
A moment ago, he's going to need more of those. He's going to need shots like that one. The right hand.
That was a really good straight right hand that rocked the head back of Usyk. Oh, good answer with a 3-punch combination from Usyk.
A big right hook. Mark from Oleksandr Usyk.
In Joshua right now. Oh,
big left hook from Joshua. Well, good reply from Usyk as he goes back down to the body and runs a combination upstairs.
And Joshua gave Usyk that opening to reply like that. If you're Anthony Joshua...
And hurt to the body.
Trade shots in the center of the ring there. The jab of Usyk, the right hand of Joshua. Joshua looking fatigued, but to his...
And that's to your point that you said a few rounds ago, Corey. Even if he's tired, even if he's hurt, he's still dangerous. Anthony Joshua can hurt you with any... Oh!
Big right hand from Joshua, but Usyk...
He was a warrior, and he's acting like one right here. He wants to put an exclamation...
Held on to those titles. That is it. Oleksandr Usyk looks to the heavens, and what a moment here between he and Anthony Joshua.
A lot of respect between these two fighters.
Won that fight.
No.
He looks a lot to me like the guy at the end of the last fight who didn't look or feel like he won that fight. I mean, at the same time, Usyk didn't exactly raise his hands in celebration either, so I'm expecting these scorecards to be pretty close, but I thought Usyk did enough to win it. We talked about the sustained attack earlier in that last round. It just wasn't there for Anthony Joshua. Whenever he had Oleksandr Usyk buckled like he does right there, he didn't follow up with the kind of combinations that would change the course of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Jeddah in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. For the winner by split decision, and still the unified heavyweight champion of the world from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk.
Я присвячую цей поєдинок державі своїй Україні, Збройним силам України та всім тим, хто боронить нашу країну, своїй команді, своїй країні, всій моїй країні.
I devote this victory to my country, to my family, to my team, to all people, militaries who are defending the country. Thank you very, very much.